Hello and welcome, fans of Magic the Gathering. I'm Zjivarra, and this is my team draft tutorial. If you love limited formats such as Booster Draft, and you've been looking for ways to play with fewer than 8 players or as teams, then this video is for you. Before we get started, I would like to thank another MTG channel, Strange Venom, and their Team Draft series for inspiring me to make this video. I invite you to go there and see a team draft in action. In Team Draft, a group of players collaborate and help each other to build stronger decks, and do so by giving advice on the cards they've picked. Drafting as teams creates an entirely different experience from the typical 8-player pod draft. You are more concerned with the cards that you'll be passing, as they are guaranteed to be played against someone, if not everyone, on your team. Let's take a quick look at some key aspects of the format. Players draft and construct 40-card decks. Seasoned Magic players should have no trouble finishing a session in 2 to 3 hours. 20 minutes to draft, 20 minutes to make final cuts and speak to other team members. And then each round can be played in about 30 minutes or so. To get started, you and 5 other people gather to make 2 teams. You sit in an order that alternates between players from each team. Like in a normal draft, ideally there should be no communication during the draft regarding the cards seen or taken. Each player opens a total of 3 packs during the draft. After opening the first pack, each player picks a single card without showing the other players. Then, each player passes the remaining cards to the left or clockwise and continues this process until the last card in the pack is taken. A new pack is opened by each player, but now passing to their right or counterclockwise after each pick. The third and final pack will again go to the left or clockwise. Visualizing the players sitting at a table, it may look something like this. When using newly bought or sealed booster packs, it is a common practice to remove tokens and advertising ahead of making first picks, while lands should be left in the packs. Cards from a cube can also be used to team draft with. Or, for a chaotic experience, you use packs from a mix of different sets. You can even make your own booster packs from a random assortment of cards when playing on a budget. With the cards that were drafted, players sit and build a deck. The decks need to be at least 40 cards in total, including basic lands. The general rule of thumb for limited decks is to have 17 lands, 16 creatures, and 7 other spells. Other players in your team may look at your deck and sideboard and make suggestions for how to modify your deck before or in between rounds. A total of 3 rounds are played. Matches continue until each player has played against every player in the other team. Typically, each round will consist of 2 to 3 matches or a best of 3. The player that wins at least 2 of the matches against an opponent secures a point for their team. The first team to get 5 points in total wins, and it can happen as early as round 2. In this example, Team A got 2 points in round 1 and 2, and managed to get the last point they needed in round 3. I hope this tutorial has been helpful and that you and a group of friends will be excited to try more team drafts. May you draw well, and I hope your spells resolve. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.